one, a violent vertical ledge setter.
I see some gas on the edge. Get that mindset to put your shoulder on somebody. Dig, drop. You're finished. Hey, burn down. This is weird. It worse than last time.
All right. Well, here we are again, everybody. Let me just do this thing over here. What's going on? There it is. All right. How you doing? Welcome to the After Hours Jets Fest. I'm GreenBean. Look at all you fine feathered friends in here. How nice. This is nice. Kuiper is Jets, forever is dad. I heard that. I read that. By Reuters. Reuters wrote a story on that, Hennessy. It's not just yours. New York Jets superfan is in the house. Jay-Z Jets fan starting us up. Happy OBJ signed with the Ravens. Don't need it. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, it's a funny thing, right? Like with OBJ, the truth is, and I've said it time and time again, I don't like that guy. I don't like him. And I spent the past few weeks or whatever it might be justifying it. Like kind of, it's not justifying, but accepting it. Like being like, all right, well, if he's going to be here, right? I mean, he's a talented guy. You can't take that away from him. And I'll tell you what, in the Super Bowl, when he blew out his knee, he was dominating that first half. I mean, I said it to my son. I said, holy cow, this is going to be the OBJ game, dude. I mean, he's on fire. And he looked good, but he hasn't played since the entire season. So you're getting what is he, 30? Right? 30-year-old wide receiver or so. Hasn't played by the time the season starts in a year and a half. He's an asshole. You know what I mean? You guys saw the recent plane thing, right? I mean, I don't like that, dude. I don't like that one bit. Get off the plane. Just get off the plane. Like, what is that? Okay, fine. I'll leave the plane. I'll deal with it. I call it private jet, whatever. But he made everybody disboard and then told all of them, you're the ones that got to wait. I'm on a private jet in 30. I already made the call. I'm going on private jet in a few minutes. Like that's, I don't know. It's grimy. So if he was going to come, he was going to come. I was going to root for him. I was going to hope he stays healthy. And then him and Aaron Rodgers get, 1,300 yards and Garrett Wilson and all the things. But he signs with the damn Ravens, and it's like, you get to this point of acceptance, and you go, come on. But ultimately, it's like, I think we avoided it. I think we avoided something, man. That's my feelings. I think he'll play, 9, 10 games, and him and Lamar won't make it to the end of the season. How great is that? Think about if the Ravens give Lamar 40-something million or whatever it is. I mean, they got him on the franchise tag, which is what, 35, something like that. And so they give him 40-something million, they guarantee it or whatever. And then you give OBJ 15 guaranteed. So that's $65 million or $70 million or what the hell it is. And both guys won't make it to the end of the season. That's a bummer, isn't it? No, I don't want to jinx anybody. And I certainly don't ever root for injury. The way I see it, it's not like because I'm altruistic and all that. I mean, that's part of it, a little part of it. But for me, when I want to watch NFL, I'd much rather see the best players play. Does that make any sense? It's my whole thing. Like, look, Night Stalker's in here, right? Matt, Matthias Simon, my buddy. We got the old Greenhouse crew in here. We come from an era, dude, where guys played all season. Right? It's just what it was. I mean, it was rare when you lost the guy for the season. It was like, wow. Now it's like making it through the season is weird, So I don't know. I don't know anymore. But remember like Kyle Clifton did? He never missed a freaking game. Mo Lewis played every game for 12 years. I think he missed a couple games. 12 years. It's crazy. Anders is here. What's up? That's right. It is all about, look, especially Anders, when you look at something like, let's say if it's $1 million. I mean, and we minimize this $1 million shit. If I got a job for $1 million, I'm willing to fly to Guam, work for $1 million. You know what I mean? We need you to go to Guam. We need you to eat dirt, a little bit of dirt in the morning. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking eat some dirt. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. Well, we minimize. Like, it's only $1 million. Imagine for a minute. Guys, imagine. Now, we can't all be our buddy Mutt Files. Mutt Files is doing all right out there. What's up, Mutt Files? Can't all be that. But let's say, Mutt Files and everybody else, you have one employer. You're going to do what you love no matter what. All right, whatever it is. You like to be a numbers guy, you're going to get to do that. You like to, book travel, whatever you love to do, you're going to get to do it. That's what they're paying you for. But one is going to pay you 7 or 8 million. You're like, wow, I'm good. I'm grateful. And then somebody else comes in and goes, yeah, that's really good. We'll give you twice that, 15 million. And if you do really well, you could get 3 more million. Wouldn't you do it? Shit. I moved. I don't know if you guys remember, or if I told them, if I told you, before I was doing this, when I was the executive director of the rehabs for the Delphi Behavioral Health Group, I stayed in Florida for 15 months, and my wife and kids, we moved up to Virginia, and I stayed there. I only saw my wife and kids at the end of the month for like a long weekend, like 4 or 5 days. And that was miserable. And I did that I wasn't making 15 million. Let me tell you that. I'm going to tell you what I was making. I was doing really, really good, but I wasn't making no fucking 15 million. Jets Mess in the house. Kareem's back. What's up, Kareem? Good to have Kareem here. Jets Mess, and Cyrus is here. Right on. Our buddy Good Citizen. There he is. Mark from Asbury Park's in the house. Look at all of you. This is a creme de la creme here. Eric's here. Look at this. Hank. There he is. Night Stalker giving us the pictures of the old days. I showed those pictures that you sent me the other day of me putting the greenhouse sign in my buddy Joe's truck. That's Joe the cop. He retired. He's not even a cop anymore. It's weird, dude. I grew up with him. Ant Jets, congratulations. Make sure you contact Ryan to get your shirt, buddy. Rob Broadhead, this is great. Main Catch, Soldiers here. Look at this. You guys are all here. Got Joey G, 808, right? 808 making his name known, baby. That's right. You know what I mean. Let's see. Chode, right? So good. Salem Hoy, that's right. I agree. Thank you, man. It is the best. I am going to cut it, though. I started at 10:31. Dude, I got it. I cannot. I was just hanging out with Ryan and Matt after the other stream. And I yawned like 5 times in just hanging out. I'm like, I'm exhausted. My wife just said my wife went to bed. She's like, you're really doing it? I'm like, yeah. I got 4 hours of sleep last night. What do you say? Look at Gina. So this is my Aunt Gina, everybody. You guys know Aunt Gina. I remember you actually slept in my house and the coffee pot didn't work for you because you had to put water in it. I know you put water in coffee, Gene. I don't know. I remember sleeping at your house. I had to stop over. I forget what I was doing. You were in St. Augustine at the time. And I had to do something. I was driving. I was going up to Virginia probably, right? I was going that's what I was doing. I had the truck. I was moving for the final time. I don't know. But I know coffee takes water, Gene. I can't agree with this. You have to give me more details. Who else? Jets Chaos in the house. Look at this. He loves the fungus among us. Hank, he loves everybody. Night Stalker reminding me that was 22 years ago. The craziest thing, Bill, is that if I remember correctly, the second year you took your son up to the World Trade Center, right? And then it was like days later. Remember that? I forget how that went. Crazy, man. With the whole 9/11 thing. I forget how that was. Maybe, I don't know. We don't have to talk about it, but that stuck with me, and not the details, obviously, because I'm an old man. But it's only 7:40 for Eminon. What's up, man? Yeah, well, Jeremy, the thing is I've been sleeping rather well after my spiritual retreat because I only get like 5 hours a night. I'm weird. I don't sleep. but I've been getting like 7 hours. So, but last night I did the Monday night mock and we went late and I was kind of amped up and I didn't get to sleep till 2. And then 6 o'clock came and I woke up. And so I got 4 hours last night. So I'm just tired today. Ron Weiss checking in. Thank you for the super chat. He says, digging your friend's wife beard cutting. You like it? Good. She did a good job, man. I have to say. She's the first person I ever let cut my beard. I always did it myself. Always. Back when it was like a chin strap, I had a chin strap for a little while. I let the barber lady that I was going to try kind of tighten it, just the shape. But I didn't let her cut. I don't let her. I said, every barber I go to goes, you want me to do the beard? I'm like, nope. Like, yeah, but you're good now. I said, just do the head. I'll take care of the beard. Don't you worry. All right, let's go. Some Jets talk. Let's do that. Oh, so this is what happened. Okay, all right. So Lawrence Wapples, I'm tired. Yeah, right. We'll talk, man. Gina says she didn't put the water in it. That's what it was. So she said it was all set up. I was hitting the buttons and nothing was happening. Okay. No, I'll make it, Joe. I will. I'll make it for this one. So we're already we're like 14 minutes into this and we got to get started on it. Did you get my email about the Sunday ticket? I didn't look yet, Ryan. The truth is I'm not going to look tonight. If I go into my email right now, I'll end up being up for another hour. Easy. Like I just get sucked in. So I'll check it tomorrow. I appreciate it though. Thank you. Did you send it to the email that's in my description? Is that what you did? That'd be great. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You're a good dude. Aunt Gina's going to bed. Yeah, that's right. Request and the dog went home. Good. Get the dog out of there, Gina. So what do you guys think, man? So where are the Jets? Now we got the Quentin Jefferson thing, right? We got this Tim Boyle thing. Obviously the OBJ non-signing. Let's ask you this. If it's not OBJ and it's not D-Hop, because D-Hop's contract is $19 million right now. So now granted he's worth it, right? I mean, he put up, let's take a look here. Let's do this. Let's go. I'll show you guys. I think you might be surprised of what he did last year because he was suspended, I think, right? Stats. Let's take a look. I'm going to share the screen with you guys in just a sec. I think you'll be surprised at what happened here. DeAndre Hopkins. So let's see. So it looked like 2013. So he just finished his ninth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought that might be 10. All right. So look, he played 9 games. So he missed 8. Right? He missed 8 games last year. That was a suspension. In 9 games, he figured out how to put up 96. 96. So 64 receptions for 717 yards, 3 touchdowns, 35 first downs. A long of 33. So he's, what's this? Yeah, receiving yards per target. So 7.5. So now look, this is a guy. Look, guys, when we get a 700-yard guy, we think he's great. This is him in 9 games. So I think the pace, 8 more games, he's like what? He's about 13.50, something like that. So, D-Hop is still D-Hop. I mean, and then you look here, this one, he was just, he was a stud, dude. When they traded him for a second, I could not believe it. Couldn't believe it. Let's see. Eric, you want to see what I'm doing? So look, I'm chewing. You guys know I'm quitting vaping, right? I don't know if you've noticed. I haven't had an energy drink. Let me see. So this is what I do. I got my big pen, Eric. So I'm not quitting coffee though, but I'm lightening it up. I'm having less caffeine, but I'm not having energy drinks. And I'm not vaping. And I'm chewing on these things. I'm chewing up paper clips. That's what I'm doing. What are you going to do? And I take little nicotine pouches. That's what I'm going to put one in, actually. I know. The whole thing, like, look, Kareem Mitchell We got Kareem Mitchell and Kareem Carson in here. It's a weird place. Now I lost track of which one is which. Who's the guy who says you don't know nothing? Kareem Mitchell, right? Kareem Carson? I don't know. Kareem Mitchell says, I love Mims, but he's not for us. Trade him. See, now, I don't know why you would say that. Because Kareem Mitchell has an interesting point. Kareem Carson, has an interesting point to Kareem Mitchell. You all judge Mims for what? He didn't play. LaFleur ruined him. Exactly. That's how I feel. Like, here's the thing. Denzel Mims had a very nice rookie season. Don't forget, he was injured. He had the hamstring baloney and without a training camp and the whole thing with the COVID year. And he missed the first 6 games or whatever. He comes in, Sam was terrible. Joe Flacco got the ball to Mims. Sam got the ball to Mims for a little while. Mims made some great catches. He had tons of yak. And we were all excited about him going into the 2021 season. And then right out of the gate, they say he's like 5th on the depth chart. It's like, well, why? Who's he behind? Right? We had Corey Davis. We just drafted Elijah Moore. That's fine. You got, what the hell was that guy's name? The other guy that we got from the Jags. Remember? What the fuck was his name? Who's going to tell me? What is his name? Somebody tell me. Come on. I'm not going to move on until we do it. I cannot think of his name, man. The guy, he was loud. He talked to no, not Crowder. Chaos. Cole. There it is. Chaos. Right. Thank you. Cal Curley had it too. So look, dude, I'm just going to say a few things that we've never seen before happened with Mims. One, soon as they got here, they decided to give him tough love. They bounced him onto the practice squad team, kind of. And he was like running around with them. Why? That's first. Then they tell us, well, he's going to be back up to Corey Davis, so he's got to learn all 3 positions. That's what the backup does. What? Since when? When did that start? Does Keelan Cole have to? Who else is doing that? Is Berrios doing that? Is he learning all 3 positions before he? So then there's that. Then he gets food poisoning, loses 20 pounds. Completely sick, just vomiting and everything else. So then he comes back. He's got to fight back from that. And they make him learn 3 positions before he can play. Then they start guys like Tariq Black over him. Tariq Black, Jeff Smith, like, give me a break, dude. Those guys, Tariq Black, it's not even in the same stratosphere, these guys. So then what happens? He gets COVID. The same year, all this stuff. So then he comes back, he goes off season this year. He comes back ripped, aggressive, just ready to make a name for himself, and they're not even playing him in preseason. He says, you know what? His agent says he would like a trade. He just doesn't see an opportunity with the Jets. They just not giving him a chance. The third preseason game, he lights up. It's against third stringers. Maybe, but that's what they gave him, and he took advantage of it. Then he's inactive for the first few games, just like the year before. And don't forget, when he was active, like week 1, they didn't use him the entire game against the Carolina Panthers. And then they put him in for 3 plays, and he got a full 50-yard pass. That it's like, oh, but he didn't do it. Doesn't matter. Like we're so critical of this poor guy for no reason. He's got elite measurables, dude. And he's got elite production in college. And he had very good production in the NFL. Then last year when Corey Davis got hurt, he came in for what they thought was going to be a game or 2. And he played himself on the roster. Robert Saleh went on record. They said, we noticed that Denzel Mims didn't get put back to inactive. He said, well, he played on to the active roster. You can't take him off. Sit down, Jeff Smith. Imagine that. And that's what we've been saying. So now you got an offensive coordinator that just happens to prefer those big contested catch, hitch route guys with speed that block in the run game. Dude, that's Denzel Mims. That's Denzel Mims, dude. That's what he does. So my hope, this is it, right? My hope is that Hackett knows how to use him. Aaron Rodgers is gonna see him, and that Denzel Mims does, takes advantage of it. And if that happens, I'm gonna rub it in you. Oh, I'm gonna have a washcloth with dog turds. I'm gonna rub it in some faces, baby. Me and Jets Forever and Jeremy from Jets Chaos, we're gonna rub it on some people. I know who to rub it on. I know who. What do you mean he doesn't fit, Kareem? I mean, so he backs up Lazard. It doesn't matter. It's like, the whole thing with starting too, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's packages. Like the guy who starts, maybe he plays less plays than the guys behind him. Doesn't matter. It just depends on the plan. And a guy like Denzel Mims, dude, he's a starter. He's a starting guy. He's a starting caliber receiver. Caliber. I do that every now and then. My B becomes a hard P for breaks. Why? I don't know. Not everyone, buddy. Not everyone. I wouldn't say that. Did the whole team get COVID? I don't remember that, Hennessy. Please tell me all the Jets that got COVID. I know Saleh got COVID. They bounced him out for a little while. Remember this? It looked like this. I'll show you. Here, right here.
Big day. Coach Middleton,
yes,
what an unbelievable effort.
Yes,
Your
it was.
inspiration at halftime, they got it there, man.
I appreciate your effort, man. Hell of a job. You should be proud of yourself.
I'm so proud of everybody. I mean, it's been a hell of a year watching this damn game, but whatever it freaking takes, offense, I freaking love the way y'all ran the ball today, man. That was freaking awesome. How about Braxton?
So there it is. So there it is. I mean, look, you get snowballs saying, is this the year of Mims? And, I don't know. I mean, I believe that if they give this guy just a ground level chance, you're all at the same place, which is not real. Garrett Wilson's ahead of him, obviously. Lazard, they went and gave $11 million or whatever the hell it is to. Corey Davis, if he stays. But let's say Corey Davis is part of the trade. You got McCole Hardman. You got Alan Lazard. You got Garrett Wilson. Really, right? We don't have Elijah Moore. We wouldn't have Corey Davis. Isn't that prime real estate for Denzel Mims to build his kingdom? You know what I mean? Again, dude, he's a good receiver. He's never been anything else. LaFleur didn't like him. And they said, remember the article? I asked Connor Hughes, I said, what's the deal with, why do you guys ripping Mims? And there was two things. They called him aloof. Now, he's not aloof. He's an introvert. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be out there, out boisterous, outgoing. Technically speaking, CJ Mosley borderlines on introversion. Is that a word? I'm being an introvert. It's like it doesn't mean he's doing everything anybody else does, but he doesn't speak. It's not who he is. He's not an outgoing, boisterous guy. He's mellow. He's just like, yeah, dude, whatever. What do you need me to do? And you're like, this guy, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care. So the other thing, though, Connor Hughes admitted as much, is that when they wanted to talk to him and his family, there was something going on, he denied it. So what does that do to the press? If they want to talk to you and you say no, what are they going to say? This guy's this, this guy's that. He's hiding something, whatever. Our media. Now, Connor didn't write. I mean, Connor, he was very clear with it. He told us. Connor's going to be on with us next week, too. Thursday, think of it. The Thursday before the draft, Connor Hughes will be on. I got all kinds of great questions for him that I'm going to make up later because I didn't think of any yet. No, I did. I have great questions. You guys are going to be interested. It's going to be a good show because Connor's what I learned about him, and we had our disagreements, as you guys know. That's how I got him on the show because we were fighting on Twitter and everything else. But so what I learned about Connor Hughes is that he is, whatever faults he may or may not have, whatever you like him or don't like him, all aside, he's willing to give you the real answer. I talked to him beforehand. I said, dude, I just want you to know, man, I'm not going to be, brutal. I'm not a jerk off, but I intend to ask you questions. He said, dude, let's do it. Let's go head on into this Jets fan versus Jets media thing. Let's do it. I said, fantastic. He told me a couple of things that he wasn't allowed to discuss, which I honored, of course. And everything else was fair game. He gave me it was like two things. He said, there's this and this. That's the only thing I can't discuss. One was kind of something I would like to say. The other one, fine. No sweat. Other than that, he said, ask anything you want. I will give you the real answer. And he did. And he's going to do it again. So he's going to come on. I'm looking forward to him coming on. And but that's next week. This week, I don't know who's coming on. I'm trying to get somebody. We'll see. If not, we'll just hang out. But the whole thing with Mims. But he said that. He said Mims. He was kind of standoffish with the media, and they kind of took that and they made that into a story. And Jets fans ate it up and said he sucks. Now, look, we want our new staff. We want to buy in that our new staff knows what they're doing. But let's be real. Greg Knapp passed away. He was the father in the room. He was the adult. And our offense was left to first-timers, Rob Calabrese and Mike LaFleur. Even Kavanaugh came on later, like a month after Greg Knapp passed away. Remember, they were figuring it out, dude. LaFleur was on the field the first 4 games, and they went up to the booth, and there was a whole bunch of stuff, dude. They were learning and were taking their word as gospel. They blew it with Denzel Mims. They should have been nurturing the living shit out of that guy. Like, wait a minute. I have a guy with a 9.75 athletic RAS score, okay? 9.75. He is elite in multiple categories. Great in others. The only one that Denzel Mims isn't through the roof is his agility. Why? 6'3", dude. Remember DK Metcalf in the draft? He had this blazing 40, and it was so good he cried at the end of it. Oh my God, he was so happy. Then he does the 3-cone. He has an atrocious 3-cone, which is an agility exercise. And he fell all the way to the last pick in the second round, dude. Does that mean DK Metcalf sucks? Clearly not. Because Seattle said, I am getting a first-round talent. I'm happy to take this guy. When they brought him on, Pete Carroll was psyched. And they nurtured him. And they used him, said, dude, we don't give a shit. There's no 3-cone. We're going to give you every opportunity, and we're going to utilize your strengths. We're not going to focus on your one negative, that you're not Elijah Moore-esque. You know what I mean? You're not Tyreek Hill. So what? Not everybody's Tyreek Hill. You see what I'm saying, everybody? That's right. Food poisoning too, Jim Pock. So I think this is the year of Mims. That's my thought. Red John, thank you, buddy. Hey, GreenBean, where can I find updated free agent info? Well, I like to use Spot Track, and I'll show you. Here, I'll show you. Here, I'll show you. Here, I'll show you. Red John, here, I'm gonna show you right now. All right, so it gives you the whole updated thing. It's Spot Track's the shit, and it's free. All right, so here we go. Here's what it looks like, Red John. Okay, so this is the overall board. So you can see Derek Carr, he's a quarterback. He's this old. He's from Las Vegas. This is the team he went to. This is the contract he signed. See what I mean? It's all here. Go bzzz. So here's the guys that are signed. This looks like it's quarterbacks. So we're in quarterback. So if you do all, so look, it has quarterback. So if you do all positions, don't forget to do this though. If you hit all, you got to hit update, or you hit any position. So this is everybody now. You got Mike McGlinchey. He's from San Francisco. See, look, he's a right tackle. See this, Red John? It's fantastic. Spot Track. Just Google NFL free agents 2023, and Spot Track's going to be the first thing that comes up. I think it is for me. LaFleur was a terrorist. So funny. But look at this, Red John. See this? You see everybody where they went, and then you want to see the guys. So these guys are all signed. Look at this. All of them. Bzzz. Bzzz. Look at all these free agents that were already signed. Lonnie Johnson went from Tennessee to New Orleans. David Blau stayed right there. Oh, Keelan Cole, look at that. Where'd he go? Anyway. All right, so here's the guys that are available now. There's 693 available free agents. Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Kenny Golladay. Look at all these names. Bud Dupree, Byron Jones, Taylor Lewin. Look at all these guys. Frank Clark. Crazy. Tom Brady's still on there. Robbie Anderson's out there, everybody. Right? It's crazy. George Fant. Look at all our guys. So, yeah, you can see. And then you want to see like some of the guys like Connor McGovern. Remember, his market value was 12.5 when we looked last time. Let's see what it is now. Still 12.5. He ain't getting that. Just going to tell you. But so, look, if you want to do that, right, Red John, you go like this. You want to, refine it. You go, let me look at centers. Because let me see what's out there. You got Bradley Bozeman. Oh, no, these guys all signed. All right, here we go. I was like, that sounds familiar. Rodney Hudson, he's 33. Connor McGovern is 29, 33, 28. Pat Elflein, interesting. Justin Britt, Nick Martin, Matt Skir, Sam Mustapher. Where's Ben Jones? Interesting. Maybe they're missing a few players. Maybe they got him as a guard. Let's see. Nope, they don't have him. Drew Samia, dude, that's our boy. We just cut him. I love Drew Samia. Ode Ibushi, still out there. Crazy, man. Anyway, that's how that goes. So that's where you do it, Red John. Radovan checking in. Thank you for the super chat. He says, love you, Green Bean, but is there such a thing as a Mims truther? Yeah, I guess. I'm one of them. Like, the thing is this. If people can tell me the reasons why we should give up on Mims, I listen. It's always the same bullshit. He dropped too many passes. He was credited with 5 drops over the past 2 years. Okay? His penalties. All right. He had 5. So 4 or 5 in 2 years. 5, it's like 6 maybe, 2 years. It's not great. But it's like, we're making a mountain out of a molehill here. They don't play the guy. Think about this, Radovan. Think about this. Let's just put ourselves in these shoes. You work your whole life to have this career. For whatever reason, this one guy comes in, doesn't like you. You're like, I'm working my ass off and I'm doing this, and he's not playing me. And then he puts you in. So you wait 6 weeks. You're inactive. Then they make you active. And they wait till the third quarter and they put you in one play. And they go, okay, you're going to be the second look on this route. So if he's not open, he's throwing you the ball. You go, okay, you've been inactive. Your career's slipping down the toilet. Can you imagine that there's an added stress to that? Maybe he shouldn't be impacted by that. Okay. But if I'm being real, you get one chance. You go, okay, man, don't fucking blow it. Don't blow it. Okay. I got to make sure this is the play. You start thinking, and then all of a sudden they go, hike, and it's on 2, and you go, and you move. And you go, oh, shit. And they go, get out. That's what they were doing to him. He would go in for 2 plays and they would bet, and he'd get a penalty, and they bench and they put him back on the bench. They put Tariq Black. Like, how come Ty Johnson can drop 3 consecutive third down passes? Drops 3 consecutive third down passes, and he's back on the field. Denzel Mims gets a penalty and he sits. Why? Let him work the kid through it. He's 22 years old at the time. So that's my whole point. Now, is there a truth? Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Maybe Mims goes out. Maybe Hackett goes, I love him. I'm going to give him every chance, and he drops 12 passes in a row. And then we know. We go, all right, well, I am merely stating he should be given the chance. He has more than enough. Look at his college production. He's not Stephen Hill, dude. I hate that comparison. Stephen Hill had like 30 receptions his whole career in college. 50, something like that, his whole career. Denzel Mims' last year had 67 receptions, 66. The year before, 60. Like, dude, he's a high-producing player, and he did it at the NFL level when given a chance. Yeah, me too, right? This is freaking this is the final year of the contract, and it's a contract year. I have every confidence that Mims is gonna make us realize that what we had, and that would be bad. And would that be bad? It's like I say all the time, dude. Just because I didn't like a player in the draft, or I didn't want to. Same. OBJ is a great example. I didn't want to sign him. I didn't like him. He's a Jet. Do you think I want to be right more than I want that guy to burn the defense? No, man. I want him to win. I want him to be the best. I want to go, shit, man, I'm glad we signed that guy. I was wrong there. Just like I say with Sauce. I liked Sauce. Don't get me wrong. I liked him as much as anybody else in the draft. I was just like, the Jets aren't taking a corner, dude. We just brought one in free agency. Bryce Hall had 19 passes defense. You got Brandon Eccles. You got Michael Carter said you had a young team. They started all rooks. Like, they're just developing guys. I didn't see it. So when they drafted Sauce, I went, Jeff, I wanted an edge rusher. You think now I want Sauce to suck so I could be right? See, we should have taken. No, man. I want Sauce to be what Sauce is. I'm rooting for him. And we should all be rooting for Mims. We shouldn't give 2 shits that if we said Mims sucks 50 times. Yeah, I said he sucked 50 times. He clearly doesn't. I was wrong. Put it behind me. Done. Right? That's where I see it. All right. Let's end the show with just how wrong I was. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Where is it? I'll find it. Here it is. All right. So this is how wrong I was. And again, man, it's truth. You got to live in the truth. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. And this one was one where I was wrong. Watch my reaction.
With the 4th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sauce Gardner.
Holy shit! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow.
It's misty here in
Oh,
I
can't believe it.
I am
shocked. Gave me a damn heart attack.
I'm shocked.
Wow.
I really am.
Dude, I love it.
Ryan says, dude, I love it. Good for Ryan, man. Right? It just is what it is, man. It just is what it is, guys. Look, dude, you gotta be wrong sometimes. If you think you're gonna be right, then they call you Kareem. I mean, that's it. Even when you're wrong, you think you're right. They call you Kareem, right, Kareem? Right, Kareem? You know. It's okay. We all know when Kareem's wrong. He doesn't buy into it, but it's fine. We know. You're right sometimes, so you got to give him that too. It's like Jets Forever. Jets Forever busts balls, and he's extreme on his views, and he's wrong a lot. But let me tell you something. He's right a lot too. He's right, man. You got to give it to him. You can disagree all day. You got to give it. Got to give. You got to. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. No, he hasn't, dude. Shen, you're wrong. He hasn't sucked through 3 years. He's been completely listed for 3 years, for 2 years. He didn't suck his rookie year. Go back. You want to see a good video? I'm going to put it in the the description right now. Here we go. I'm going to put it in there for you right now, Shen. I got to find it. Here we go. Jet. Here we go. Come on. All right. Okay, so you tell me this. And again, don't forget, there were numerous plays that we were screaming. He's wide open. Darnold staring at him. Remember Happy Feet Sam? He's back there. Don't forget, dude. Sam was bad. So, but that all said, this is what Denzel Mims was able to do his rookie year. He can only, can only do what the quarterback gives you, right? So here's the link. Shen, take a look. Everybody else too. There it is at the bottom there. It's under my name. Well, I think, Jets 44. Let me say something about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had a bad deal here, too. He never had a quarterback coach his entire Jets career. Can you believe that? And under Gase, make no mistake, Dowell Loggins is not an offensive coordinator. All right, he's not. He just had that title. So Jeremy Bates decided, I don't need a quarterback coach. I'm an offensive coordinator, and I'm a quarterback guru, and I'm going to take care of Sam. McCown helped Sam more than Jeremy Bates. And he had a decent kind of second. Remember, he had some good moments. We had hope. McCown goes. Jeremy Bates is fired with Bowles and everybody. They hire Adam Gase. Adam Gase says, I'm not bringing on a quarterback coach, and I'm not bringing on a real offensive coordinator. And he doesn't talk to the defense. And don't forget, Sam would be having trouble, and he goes sit on the bench by himself because there's nobody to talk to, no coach. And Adam Gase, what's he doing? He's on the other end of the bench, sitting by himself, fucking drawing daisies in a notebook and a picture. What is he doing? How many times was he Adam Gase sitting alone on the bench? What the fuck is that as a head coach? So with Sam, make no mistake, he didn't get nurtured here. So the coaching thing, like Jets 44 is talking about here, is 100% correct. We had McCagnon saw no reason to bring on offensive line. No reason. Drafted 2 offensive linemen in 5 years, none higher than a third round. Conversely, Joe Douglas has drafted 4 offensive linemen in 3 years. 2 are first-round picks. So he's taking swings. He knows the value. Not McCagnon. So Sam had no offensive line, no wide receivers to speak of. He had Crowder, he had Robbie, right there. Crowder's always hurt. He was developing a rapport with Terrell Pryor. He had 3 touchdowns in 2 games, and they cut him for no reason. Never got a story on that. Never got an answer why. Just he's gone. Who knows? Now he's a bit of an asshole, so there's that. But the thing with Sam is that, and we were all saying it, Sam is shell-shocked. You can see it. He's got happy feet. When a quarterback has happy feet, dude, they're done. You need to pull them. When their feet are going and he's looking around, and he's leaving the pocket when there's no pressure. Remember the whole ghost thing? What that means, he's feeling pressure that isn't coming. I'm seeing ghosts. He said it. And it got worse and worse and worse. Sam needed to sit for a year. Calm down like they're doing with Zach right now. No. Matt Rule with Joe Brady traded for Sam and started him. You saw what looked like a pretty good guy the first 3 weeks because he had McCaffrey. McCaffrey got hurt, and it was over. Now he's going to go over to San Fran and be a backup, most likely. That's great. Let him sit and coach him. If anybody can do it, it's Shanahan. Now, if Sam comes out in a year or 2 and he looks good, yeah, of course. You need to sit him down, coach him well, and he's got a shot. He's got the talent. It's like Geno. Geno, 9 years after the Jets, he looks good finally. Everybody's like, oh, we never should have let him go. What? Are you crazy? He was garbage, dude. He needed to sit. He needed to learn. He needed to grow and calm down and work. That's what he needed to do. And he got his shot and he took advantage of it. Good for Geno. But you were going to deal with it. We don't want to wait half a season. We want to fucking bench our quarterback after one bad game. 9 years. All right, guys. Zach saw, he didn't see ghosts. He saw dead people. That's right. Yeah. Oh, Matt said the same thing. You guys are on point with each other. So look, we'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see. Zach, I agree. Zach looked like shit. Hey, look at this. What are you doing up? What are you up? Jake Assman in the house, everybody. Good to see you, Jake. Thanks for hopping in before I'm just about to get out of here. I'm late. I said 30 minutes. I'm at 45. So I got to do it. If FM the Adam Gase of YouTube? FM was in the Talking Jets panel. I didn't do it, but I saw his comments kept getting deleted. I don't know what he was talking about. He was saying some crazy shit, I think. Look at that. Jake. Aaron Butler, this is a funny guy. He's a Baltimore Ravens fan. Go hang out with your Baltimore Ravens people. Are you guys that boring that you're always in Jet streams, dude? It's been 2 years of you. What are you doing here? You want to come here and bust our balls? We know who our quarterback is. Who's your quarterback? Have you had a quarterback to make it through a season in a bunch of years? Please tell me the last time your quarterback made it through a season. How old were you? Please. $50 million he wants. He turned down $40 million. Guaranteed. There's not another team talking to him. Why? And he's holding your team hostage. Please go with your Ravens fans and commiserate because everybody else in the NFL is just laughing at you, Aaron. That's what it is. Everybody's just laughing. Missed 10 games in 2 years. Just subsequently, it had to happen to be the end of the season. So whatever you did before that, he just said, you know what? I can't come to this end of the season with you, so I'm leaving you on the lurch, and you guys are going to go into the playoffs and lose because I suck. That's the way it goes. I know random Jets fan says it's only 8 years. All right, fair enough. And right, who's not happy for Geno, right? Who's not happy? But did you think Jets fans? I loved that. I heard that from at least a dozen people. Dude, we should have never given up on Geno. Are you drunk? We can't give a quarterback a full season, dude, without people yelling he should die, texting his mom. Your son ruined my life. It's like, dude, he's been there for a half an hour, man. What are you guys talking about? 8 years we're willing to wait for Geno all of a sudden. I'll tell you. So anyway, thank you, Dino. I agree. I am a man. I'm a tired, frustrated man. Without my vape, I'm chewing pens. I'm fucking chewing pens and paper clothespins. I'm mauling paper, whatever, clothespin. Just chewing wood, dude. I had something in his face, man. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to have a good night. You guys that's right. Jay-Z, don't forget to give me those milk duns before you leave. If you haven't subscribed, please do on the way out. It is appreciated. It's how we grow. And I'll see. I'm going to put something out tomorrow. And we'll continue to talk. Don't forget, guys, we're giving this guy away for Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. This is the Testicular Cancer Limited Model Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped. See, it's all purple. It's the whole thing. Look at that. It's beautiful. So, there you go. We save balls. So we're giving this away on the Thursday thick of it. And don't forget, you can save 20% with Manscaped by using my promo code GreenBean in the description. Guys, Jean is still here. There she is. She said she was going to bed an hour ago. All right, Jean, we got this in our blood, I think, man, because we're just still here. We're just still here, Jean. Guys, everybody have a great night. I will see you next time. Thanks for hopping in. And this one is a wrap. See you later.
day one, a violent vertical edge setter.
Who's gonna beat you today? I see some gas off the hips. Get that mindset